Okay, so Mooncase is an application to view, to find, and to share NFTs on the Moonriver network. And how are these NFT shared? They are shared using a smart contract that saves a name for every NFT that the user wants. So, for example, if we go to this collection, for example, Munsama, and we go to this token ID 16, we can see the information of this NFT, but the URL it's very ugly. It's very hard to understand and to remember. So what this smart contract does is to create an association between the contract address, the token ID, and a name that we create. So for example, let's name this NFT a smoking Moonsama. Let's say the transaction. So, and you can not only share this NFT with people, but if you, for example, are the Moonsama team, can assign a name to every Moonsama and use that as a library or any application that may be used like a name resolver. So while the transaction takes just a bit, okay, it's done. So as you can see, right now we have a URL that it's prettier, like Smoking Munsama. You can copy this URL on your clipboard, or you can see the transaction on the Block Explorer and see how much you spent on creating that name. That right now it's almost 1 cent. It's quite cheap to save names. So for example, now if we go to this link, we see that we can share this NFT by the name that we have saved. And not only that, this is not only for names, that you can look for them on this search bar, Smoking Moonsama. So in case that you don't remember the link, you can use the search bar. But the search bar also allows you to find contract addresses that are not on the popular ERC 721 list. So for example, let's take a look on the Moonriver NFT quest and search for it. And right now it shows the token ID. And if we go to a token ID, it shows the token ID. And we could create a name, for example, let's say that this is my token ID, that this is my Quest NFT. So we could create the name Ismael, sign a transaction, and now I will know that this NFT from the Moonriver Quest is mine, and I could share it with everyone to show that this is mine. So more apart from this, the search bar, the text if the name exists or doesn't exist, or if the collection address that you pass is an NFT or not. So for example, I pass I do not exist, it won't even find, it won't even search for it. So this is the main use of the application. Names, to have names for NFTs in the most decentralized way, and the smart contract for this application is verified. It's an alpha version, and right now, as you can see, it's just a mapping that with a bytes 32 that acts as a string in the key and a struct to save the NFT data. It's quite easy to implement, and on the roadmap that I have, I want to create a new version that is not only a name solver contract but also a name solver factory. So everyone could create their name solvers, so they could have their own NFT name list for their own projects. And this goes to the roadmap, and the roadmap is quite extensive because, for example, right now I'm having the data. I get the data from a third party called, sorry for my pronunciation, Covalent, and but I like to only depend on my own node and not depend on other nodes or other people APIs. So my plan on for this application is to create my own indexer for ERC 721 tokens and make it open source. So anyone that wants to track how many transfer has a token on their contract, or how many token ID has minted, he can use the Mooncase repository, clone it, and use it for their own project. And another task that they want to do for this project is to deploy it on Moonbase Alpha, because while I was learning, I found that I didn't have something like Mooncase on Moonbase Alpha. And for a beginner that wants to just to learn Solidity and learn about NFTs, he needs something to see if his NFTs are right, or if his NFTs are standard, are compliant with the standard. And that's why I want to deploy on Moonbase Alpha before then deploy on Moonbeam. And for the last thing for the roadmap are to make a new front end for the application, because right now I made it with Material UI, and I like to code the CSS by myself instead of relying on Material. And the last thing that I think it's the most difficult, and the one that will take me more time, is to make Mooncase a DAO. So so a group of developers can keep working on this NFT showcase or NFT indexer or anything that Mooncase becomes. And along with the DAO, I like to create a multi-chain governance, multi-chain on Moonriver, Moonbeam, and using the Kusama relay chain, using Nix tokens or an RMRK NFTs, in if I manage to understand them better. So that's everything for my presentation. I hope that you like it.